So God says, well, where are you? What are you doing? Hiding away. And Adam's cowering behind a bush, which is really stupid. He's there with Eve, thinking, I suppose, that God can't see through the bush or whatever it is that he's thinking. And, he makes a case that God asks him what in the world he's doing hiding, and he says, well, I'm naked. And God says, well, how do you figure that out? And of course, Adam, being the heroic figure he is, immediately points to Eve and says, well, it was the woman's fault. You made her for me, but, it was her that tempted me. So it's really quite a comical story. It's often being read by sort of patriarchal Christian interpreters as a story that implicates Eve in the initial destruction of mankind. But from my way of reading it, it's just as hard on Adam, or even worse, because he's such a cringing coward when things really start to go wrong. I mean, the first thing he does is hide, because he's naked. And the second thing he does, as soon as he's pushed on it a bit, it's like, it's your fault, it's your fault. He won't take responsibility for it. And that's also an extremely complex story, because one of the things it implies, it's a brilliant idea, is that, like, if you can imagine metaphorically that walking with God means something like, staying in close contact with the divine nature of being, or something like that, and having ultimate faith in the positive nature of reality, things that might be damaged if you became self-conscious. Well, why would you stop